Haven't decided whether it is good or distracting to have me in the bottom right corner. I'm sure you're not really focusing on that, but we'll do a more personalized version of asynchronous activities. So, for your asynchronous activities, I need you to complete the pre-course survey if you haven't done this. I understand we will be in the course at this point, but it is important for me to have a baseline and to see progress by the end of the course. That's sort of one way I'm trying to assess how well things went. Uh, the other thing you need to do, and that's critical, is go to the bottom of page 12 of the course outline if you haven't done this, and set up your Google folder and put in your student portfolio in there, because that's actually where you're going to be updating your work each week. And so you have to do that before you do any of these tasks coming up. For your Gen AI activity, you're going to create an account with Notebook LM. You'll probably need to use a Gmail address outside Ontario Tech. It seems like they may have some blocking feature on this. I'm not entirely sure why, but please use maybe a personal Gmail address, but you'll need a Gmail address. And then watch the video of Notebook LM, which is a pretty special tool and one that I think you will be grateful in knowing, particularly if you're doing research or just looking at any kind of new topic or a specific paper. Now, you want to sign up for a specific benefit or challenge of Gen AI. And let me just open this up. So there's the list, and you can put your name in. So here are the benefits. Maybe you'd like to, I don't know if you're in K to 12 or higher education. Maybe you'd like to look at hallucinations, put your name in there. It is okay if there is more than one name, but I prefer there isn't like 5 or 6 names under a particular topic. I'm trying to balance covering a number of these challenges and benefits with also making sure that you're personally invested in what you're doing. Then you're going to find 3 to 5 high quality resources. They could be a professional website or a research article or a white paper, maybe a podcast, and this is going to be focused on your specific challenge. Now, you could also use Notebook LM and the Discover button to find resources, but you want to make sure that they're high quality. If you don't have good resources, the information obviously isn't going to be great on that. Once you put the resources in, and the more you put in, probably the better confidence you will have in your solution, create a briefing document, and you want to read, review, and reflect on what is said. Get a really good base of your specific challenge because you're going to be the expert in there. And then I would create a mind map and explore it just to have a kind of a big picture understanding. You might even do the mind map first, actually. I would create an audio overview and then watch it, review, and reflect because I want you to assess the quality of the audio overview. And you can go in there and create a shorter video, if you, audio if you want. And then D is really important. I want you to interact with your audio overview. Once you've created it, you can actually interact with it and ask it questions while it's playing, and the AI host will answer your questions. It's pretty cool, and I want you to experience that. And then create a video overview. So what I'm asking you to do is take a look at these. You're actually taking a look at these. This is tools for teaching and learning. So you have to get good at evaluating these tools. So I want you to put your evaluation hat on and see, is this working? Is this a good tool? This will take a while, probably about an hour. So you want to do it well. And then you're going to create a one-page summary in your Google Doc. Now, please don't just copy and paste your briefing document. What you want to do is create a one-page document that your peers can look at quickly and digest the information quickly. Good headings, bullet forms, just so that someone can look at that and say, oh, I got a pretty good idea of that benefit and challenge. Of course, it would be good to have your references there. Then you're going to add the link to your briefing document. So let me just get back into that again. And so here's the one-page report. So you're going to right-click on that. And then if you go down here, you're going to find a link. You could also go to, let's see if I could just, you can also right-click on that and go to link here and copy the link. Now, keep in mind, you have to do it properly. You have to allow us to see that and allow anyone to see it. So when you do that share, if I'm sharing this document here, uh, I'm picking anyone with the link. I've actually put edited status. You don't want to do that. You could put commenter status if you want. So allow people to make comments on it. Okay, so that's that bit. You know, when it's taking more than 6 minutes to explain this, it's going to take a long time for you to do. And then the next thing I want you to do, and this is really important, is to review the 25 ideas for personal projects. You can create anything you want, but if we take a look at these, this is a cool one, but you need probably a paid version of ChatGPT to create a chatbot for education. Write a chapter for the Gen education ebook. That would be good because you can actually get a publication out of that. Produce a Gen AI tool review. You probably don't want to do that right now. We'll probably wait till we have our sort of evaluation scheme. You could create a Jedi podcast through Notebook LM, or you could actually do one. Write a research report. You've already taken a look at a challenge. Maybe you could write a research report on a specific AI topic. And so you can see, I hope they're interesting, but that's sort of what the kinds of projects I'm thinking of. Now, keep in mind, I want you to pick something that's going to drive you, that you're passionate about. It could be something for work. It could be maybe it's for another class. I mean, in terms of I don't know at this stage, but it's really important that you're engaged into it. And then in a Google Doc labeled Personal Project 1, which is going to be in your Google folder, and you put your last name. Let me just put that in bold here. Create a title and a one-paragraph description for your personal project. And you can use Chatbot to help you with that, to develop or create a title that you like and play with titles. And then try to develop a prompt that will help you create a detailed plan of the steps needed to accomplish your project. So to have a plan, and then maybe you could start working on your project. In both these cases, you want to go to your student portfolio and use the Gen AI prompt and the personal project prompt. I put prompts in there to help generate a reflection. And then go to your student portfolio and put in your in-class contributions prompt, and then review one useful resource. Really take a look at it and follow the instructions in your student portfolio about how to share that with the class and complete it on your portfolio. And that's it in a pithy 8 minutes and 52, 53, 54 seconds.